Hey, what's going on, guys? Juan Cristales here. We're at day number 18, day 18 of this corner duplex. The corner duplex is going to be a little bit different. We've already talked about that, but we have a little bit of a situation right now. One of the things I feel that people misunderstand is that the city inspectors are there to make your life miserable. But when in fact, what they're really there to do is to try to protect you from making some very grievous errors in your construction process, okay? But we ran into a little bit of an issue. One, I got a little bit frustrated because I feel like I know what I'm doing. You guys know that I know what I'm doing, but at the same time, the city has put in place new rules that weren't in place before, and so now we have a little bit of a hang up. So let me walk you through what's happening. I went onto the GovWell website to request the pre-pour inspection because this is what happened. Last Friday, we passed the plumbing ground inspection. You guys remember that? All the wastewater was connected. I showed you the video. All of that's done. Tuesday was today is the actual day that they're going to be putting in the cables. So we had rain on Friday, Saturday. You guys remember Sunday was really grim outside. It was just dark. And so we're waiting for the dirt to dry up on Monday. So we started today, Tuesday, to do all of the cables, to do the footings, to do the foundation portion. And so before we can pour the concrete, we're required to have something called a pre-pour inspection by the city. So I'm like, okay, so if Tuesday we're going to do the work and I know it's going to take one day and I've already confirmed with the contractors it's going to take one day, then what I'm going to do is just go ahead and order the inspection for Wednesday, right? Makes sense. That way, for Thursday of this week, we can go ahead and get the concrete delivered. And then that day, we have a sunny day, Thursday and Friday. It's going to cure well and we can go ahead and get started on this project, right? That's what I was thinking. So I requested the inspection. And this is the email that I got back from the city. So let's check this out. The city says, greetings. We will need the stamped form survey for the addresses listed above to proceed with your foundation inspection request. Please send that to us as soon as possible. Unable to schedule that inspection currently. Okay, so, all right. So you guys need the form survey. Now, I had already ordered the form survey, but for whatever reason, the survey company is taking a little bit of time. So then, right here at the bottom, I replied to them and I said, "We've already ordered the survey, ordered it, the form survey. Normally, we have provided this documentation at any time before the final survey. Not sure why it is now having to delay the inspection. Is there anything we can do to have the inspection? Wait for the form survey to be in, and then that way we can pour the slab once the form survey is complete." So this is me just trying my best to come up with a solution so that we don't delay longer on this project, okay? So the city comes back and says, "Thank you for providing this information. I'm going to cancel these two foundation inspections requested, and once we receive the stamp form survey for the addresses listed, then you are welcome to request the foundation inspections." Okay, so now moving on. So by now, what I've done is I've roped in the surveying company, it's Texas Professional Surveying, who is the one that's been doing this whole work for us, okay? I roped them in, I kind of brought them up to speed real quickly. I said, "Hey, here's what's going on with this whole thing." And so the lady that works at the survey company basically says, "Hey, Juan, we're scheduled to come out to perform this survey on Wednesday, which is going to be tomorrow. We will have the survey to you by Monday, 4/14. So I still have to wait longer for this thing. The work is going to be done on Wednesday. I have to wait Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then it's in. Then I can call for the inspection on Tuesday, possibly. But I do estimate that we'll have the survey finished for you sooner, since we always try to rush the form service as much as we can. Thank you." Okay, so you guys see how these delays add up. Next. Okay, so now here I am talking to the city again. Now I'm like, "Hey, when did this rule change that we had to provide a form survey before an inspection was to be conducted?" That rule is new to me as of right now. I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. The lady at the CC that's on the CC line, which is the survey company, is already aware of this and is working on it. Thank you. That was me. Okay, replying to the city of Willis. So the city of Willis says, "To answer your question, sir, this changed when they had a situation regarding an easement. This is the information as I provided. If you have any further questions, please let us know. So basically, what's happened is that the city went out and inspected a pre-pour inspection. It wasn't their job to inspect the location of the slab. And so what happened is that somebody poured a concrete slab over the easement line. Okay, so that's a big no-no, right? That's why they called a building setback. We have the 25 in the front. So hold on a second. So this is not what we did, but this is basically what they're saying that somebody else did at a different project somewhere in the city of Willis. And so that's why now they're stopping everyone from ensuring that they have the form survey done before they even pour the concrete. So here's what happened. We have a 5 foot building setback here that we can't build on. We can't build 10 here. We can't build 15 here. And we can't build 25. So basically what happened is someone, I don't know who, they probably didn't ask and they said, well, it's 5 on each side. And they probably went 10 feet this way like this. The city, that's not their job necessarily to inspect that. They poured concrete. Okay, that's the big, that's the big problem is that they actually poured the concrete. And then by the time they figured out that they had accidentally poured too far deep into the easement, it's too late. I mean, what are you going to do, right? I mean, of course, the city can like force you to like cut that up, but now whose fault is it? Is it the builder's fault? Is it the city's fault? I mean, technically, the city's not going to take ownership of that. They're not like, that's not our problem. And I can tell you right now that the city's not going to want to take ownership, but it's probably falling on them. And because it's falling on them, they are now requiring everyone to provide the form survey before they will do the pre-pour inspection, which makes sense. Now, imagine if you're a first-time builder and you made a huge mistake like this. It would probably be catastrophic to you because you didn't know any better. But at the same time, it's important for us to understand that part of the job of the city is to protect you from making grievous mistakes like this. These are like catastrophic mistakes. And I can't emphasize that enough because people think that the city's like just a bunch of bad guys and I get frustrated with them sometimes, but really they're there to protect you. They're there to protect us. And, at the end of the day, that comes with some peace of mind. So now I'm back over here again. This is me, and this is actually earlier today at 1:11 p.m. I sent an email over to the city. I said, hey, spoke to the survey company. They will have it to us on Friday this week. As soon as I have it, I will forward it to you. I've scheduled the pre-pour inspection for Monday. Makes sense, right? No, it doesn't make sense because the city says, greetings, I have canceled those 2 foundation inspections requested until we receive the form survey first. Once we receive the stamp form survey for 401 Martin Luther King, then you are welcome to request the foundation inspections. Then, oh, God have mercy. The bureaucracy is a little bit challenging, but you know what? It's for the good of everybody to protect everybody, and I can't get too upset about it because at the end of the day, really, they're just trying to help everybody out. So, moving on, we have the updates from today. These guys were digging the footings for the foundation. As you can see here, they're using this big, massive machine here to kind of cut the ditches. I got a quick little video for you here. Kind of these guys just doing their job here, looking awesome. Hard manual labor for sure. And so later on in the afternoon, I stopped by to take a look at this thing and see what it was looking like. And it is looking pretty fantastic. One of the things I wanted to show you here is this line. This is a nylon piece of string that's used to basically go from one corner to the other corner. They actually do it in an X fashion. So that way the inspector can just use a stick. They push the stick down and they just measure the depth up to the line because technically that line is the top of where the concrete's going to be or the top of the slab. So you see all the cables are in. Oh, that was moving kind of quickly. All the little chairs are looking good. Everything is looking fantastic. So, as is with anything, there's always sometimes things that go wrong. And so for today, this is what went wrong. And the foundation guys told me about it. It's not that big of a deal, but you see, they actually ended up cracking a pipe whenever they were digging the ditches. This is what I tell you that we want the foundation guys to excuse me, we want the foundation guys to be the ones who dig the ditches and stuff, because, or see, to cover up the pipes, because in that way they know where they're at. And so now, the plumber has to go back out there. He's not going to pay for this. The guys that are doing the foundation are going to have to pay for it. So here's me just basically taking a picture of it, and then I'm texting it over to the plumber so that he can come out and, basically just pointing it out to him like, hey, look, dude, in reference to this dumpster that's right there, that's about ballpark where this thing is going to be. And so that way he can come and fix it, repair it. We've got a lot of time right now, right? We have until Friday for the survey to come in. So that's, in 3 more days. And then we have all the weekend. And then Monday is going to be the pre-pour inspection, hopefully. So if we can get the survey in Friday at some point, anytime, I'm immediately going to go ahead and order the pre-pour inspection for Monday. We're going to order 2 pre-pour inspections, okay? One of these inspections is going to be from the city of Willis, and the other inspection is going to be from the engineers, the guy who designed the slab. His company also sends somebody out to do the inspection. Those are 2 inspections from 2 separate entities, so that way no one can say that we didn't follow the plan according to what the specifications are. And then that way we're protecting ourselves from someone in the future saying, hey, this slab or this foundation wasn't done correctly, the slab failed because you guys didn't get inspections, so on and so forth. We have multiple eyes all going through, and it's a small price to pay. It's a small price to pay for the level of, risk aversion that we're looking at. All right, guys, that is all I got for you guys today. Eventful day, eventful couple of days, but we are going to keep moving forward. I'll talk to you soon.